We took our first princess cruise to the Caribbean aboard the Regal Princess, the original Love Boat. Join us as we discuss our likes and dislikes of the Regal Princess.
We're Rich and Robin,
And these are our midlife adventures.
living in and out of our midlife van.
This cruise was 8 days from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to the Caribbean with 4 great ports. We loved the Regal Princess. From the timing that we booked it from, which was just a few days after New Year's, to the port, we had the best weather, we had the best cruise team. Embarkment on our first Princess cruise went smooth. We checked in with the app and received a QR code to board quickly and easily since we had the medallion sent to our home prior to arrival. Boarding was very easy and fast as we checked in on the app ahead of time, and all we needed was our QR code, our identification, and our medallions to board quickly on the ship.
When you first board, the very first day, you have to go through a couple of safety things, and they are pretty diligent, and you have to be able to view the video. And the way they can enforce that is you can view it on the app, and when you view it on the app, then you can't just like start it and stop it. You have to complete it all the way through, or you can view it in your room.
Right. But you have to be in your room
you have to be in
with
the
your
room
medallion.
because they can track you by your medallion.
Yeah.
So it seems a little creepy, but it's their way of making sure that everybody gets, at least the basics of the safety.
On top of that, on your app, on the TV in your room, it tells you what your muster
What
station
muster
is.
station you have to go
And you
to.
have to...
You have to just go there, you tap your medallion.
So in the app and on your TV, it has your muster station.
And then you have to go there, and pretty much all they're doing is just saying, if there's an emergency, this is where you need to meet.
So you need to know how to get there.
Yeah, so that's
So they
pretty
just
basic.
tap your medallion, and then
Say
you're on your
Now
way.
you know that's where your muster.
Ours was the Crooner's Bar.
Yeah, which is... hopefully, if there's an emergency, they give you a drink before they throw you on the lifeboat. Yeah.
We really enjoyed our cabin on the Regal Princess. We had a deluxe balcony room with a little seating area and desk area, including mini fridge. The bathroom and closet area was more than enough space for the two of us. We originally booked an interior room on a budget, but as the cruise got closer, we were offered an upgrade to this deluxe balcony room. Check out our other video as we do a full room tour and share how much we spent on this room. Entertainment.
Entertainment was pretty cool.
We started out with a great comedian,
Yeah.
Daryl Joyce, and they brought him back again last night.
Yeah.
They had a Elton John tribute, which was great.
Yeah.
They're bringing him back tonight for our final night.
Yep.
And then the ship entertainers were good. They weren't
The first show was kind of
like a warm up,
I
but their
think, yeah.
second show was really good. Yeah, so
they got into it, you
Yeah.
know, and I mean, good dancers.
and
good
around the ship they have acoustic singer
yeah.
vocals. They have different bands playing, and so that was good. And the DJ.
But it's a great selection. I mean,
Right.
you're never just going to sit around being bored.
Right.
There's something for you to go find, or you could sit around.
Sometimes there's two things going on at once. You want- They have game shows, which was
There's a lot of like a little corny stuff,
And
you know.
trivia stuff.
They have the cruise director.
Crew versus guest.
Yeah, and then they have cruise director staff that put on these little trivia games and these little staff versus crew and stuff like that. So some of it's kind of a little bit corny, but but you know, some of it was really super funny.
Right.
But it's just a nice variety. It
Some
just
of
you know
it's
keeps
laugh your butt off.
yeah, or dance your face off.
Dance Your Face Off was pretty
That was
funny. I
hilarious.
can't believe you didn't sign up for
I
that
know,
one.
but if I had the drink package,
You probably
would
would
have been
have.
out
Yeah.
there.
There was also great enrichment talks held in the theater about the upcoming ports. We are headed to dinner.
Dinner for day
You just stepped into the dark. And what are you wearing there, Rich? What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a brand new shirt, the princess shirt. Look at the ship on there. See my,
Yes.
see my ship?
I see your ship. Let's go to dinner.
No, maybe
Food.
it's all, yeah. Food was good. Food.
Food wasn't outstanding, wasn't great.
No.
Food wasn't horrible.
But we didn't do any of the
We
spring.
did not.
We didn't do any of the extra. What are they called? The
We-
specialty restaurants. We didn't do any of those. So
We did not spend any extra and do the specialty restaurants,
Right,
so those
yeah.
could have been really good.
Yeah.
So the food was hit and miss, I would say. The chicken really wasn't that great,
Yeah.
but so it wasn't the best food you've ever had. It wasn't the worst food we ever had. So it was good.
When we were on the Princess, we really liked to eat in the main dining room.
Yeah, it worked out really good for us.
Yeah, they have breakfast there. On sea days, they have a sea day brunch. And of course, dinner, we love to have the same waiter over again. And having an assigned table makes it really easy.
It does make it a lot nicer. I mean, I can see the advantage of not being tied to a
time.
certain time,
Yeah.
but it's also nice to have consistency.
So after every night of asking, or after the second night of asking for Caesar with dressing on the side, Bong has it set up back there every day before we show up. And today he's got it all on the table for us.
he likes you.
And they get to know your preferences and they are
They're ready for you.
on it. Yeah. And what's also nice about the main dining room is they will post the menu. So the menu is on the TV in your room, but it was never the right menu.
It was always off.
Yeah.
And
But
so-
the menu is posted outside the main dining rooms for one, but also
On
on
the
the
app.
Lido on
It was
the
on the
app. They're not accurate either. So the Lido deck is where the buffet is, the World Market, and in the very back of that they have it posted. So like if it's a sea day brunch after breakfast time, they'll have it posted. After lunch in the buffet, they'll have the dinner menu posted.
It is nice, and that seems to be pretty consistent on all the Princess ships, is that they will post the dining room menu right outside the buffet.
At the back of the buffet,
Yeah,
yeah,
right, yeah,
before
so-
by the back entrance. So that's kind of nice to have, and even outside the dining room,
Yeah.
they have it posted, so you can just check there. If you're around the atrium, you can go to two of those. All the dining rooms have the same menu. Our
Dining room.
dining room was at the back of the ship, but even the dining rooms that are near the atrium, it's the same menu. So we were able to just pop our head in and see, oh, do we want to go in there for lunch today? Plus, our dining room for dinner was not the same for breakfast or lunch.
Right.
They only have usually one of those
One of those
restaurants.
dining halls, yeah,
So it's usually near the atrium.
Yep.
So for breakfast and lunch, though, you do have to stand in line. So the buffet on the Regal Princess is called the World Market.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 sections. There was the Horizon Court, the pastry shop, and the Horizon Bistro. So the bistro part, they had a different theme every night, but also they seemed like they had Italian every night also in that part. In the bistro, in the court, they both had the same pretty much typical American buffet, like turkey or prime rib, right? And then potatoes, vegetables, and then they have vegetarian section, and they had some Indian food.
I mean, it's a pretty good selection. I mean,
couple salad bars.
But it gets a little confusing of, like what, when you start going through, you're uncertain of what to put on your plate, because then it's like, where are you going to find something
I like to
else
walk
later?
through the whole thing first and see what I want before I start grabbing a plate and grabbing food.
You don't want to put too much on your plate and throw it away.
Because some of the sections have there's like the salad bars in a couple places.
Yes.
But the Caesar salad bar is only one spot.
Exactly. So when you hit the Caesar one, you think, okay, well, that's all there is for salad, and you get that, and you want.
And then there's usually like a grilled vegetable section, and then like a taco section. So you just kind of gotta get a lay of the land before you just start filling up that plate. Beginning of the atrium, which goes 3 floors.
Yeah.
And so there was coffee and
the
International
Cafe. Right. Yeah.
So the International Cafe is the one place that has
24/7, right?
24/7
and you
food.
can grab a bite, you know.
Yeah.
They,
So, well, you can't really grab it, but it's all in the case.
but you're able to eat, you
Yeah.
know. And so and like the buffet is not open all the time.
No.
You know, so that's but
not
the International
food, yeah.
Cafe does have more than just cookies and snacks. They actually do have
They
like
have
little,
sandwiches, and they also have little mini things that they can reheat up. Like they have Guinness pie, they have pizza
Yeah.
muffins,
So it's
different
nice to,
heatable things plus cold sandwiches.
so if you have
Nice
that
selection.
midnight urge, you can
Yeah.
find something to eat.
Throughout the day, the International Cafe rotated their selections from breakfast items to lunch items to afternoon and evening snacks. We cannot speak highly enough of all the staff aboard the Regal Princess. From the dining room staff to the stateroom staff and all those others working hard around the ship, they all were friendly and very helpful. The medallions were not only handy for purchasing drinks and other items on board, it was very easy to access your stateroom with the medallion, as well as throughout the ship there were digital interactive maps to check the schedule, find something aboard the ship, or look for a shipmate.
The adult area of the pool was a little crowded as it was a Caribbean cruise, but we found an area on the upper deck above the pool with a great view of the large screen that was showing pre-recorded concert. And so we had some sun and food up there one of the sea days, but most of all, we just enjoyed the activities that were on board.
Overall, on the cruise experience,
Yeah.
what do we think?
I like Princess. All I can do is I got one experience on Carnival and I got one experience on Princess. I can tell from those two, I do prefer Princess.
Well, also, we prefer getting on the boat right after New Year's and all the kids are back in school and there wasn't a
Yeah,
lot
maybe
of kids.
that has something to do with it too.
Yeah, this particular cruise this week was not a party cruise.
Because
there was fun people,
Yeah.
and there was fun interactions and drinking and entertainment and
a little
but
bit
it
over the
wasn't
line
belligerent
stuff, but it wasn't
people
just everybody
everywhere,
drunk
which was
all the
nice.
time puking and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's just it was a nice balance, you know.
We set sail on the Regal Princess in January. Princess Cruise Lines has changed some of the things that are included on the sailing. We were disappointed to hear that the pizza place Alfredo and other ships called Gigi is no longer included for free, as well as the Ocean Now delivery through the app is now a fee. When we cruised, it was at no cost and really enjoyed the service.
So you're all on board now. We'll be letting go our lines very shortly and we'll be blowing our iconic whistle, the lifeboat, as a sign of our sail away.